methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A pass underneath for Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Wilson operating from the gun. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Jets 14, Seahawks 11. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Adams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
A.J. Wright. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 59 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They start on the ground with Adams. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. 1st down, New York.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle. A loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
1st down, Jets.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
He was taken down.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Adams, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down by K.J. Wright.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. On the move to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. One last shot for Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will even our score at 21. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know.
This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Wilson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Wilson, flush to his right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Partner, a great game that we got. got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole